Okay, game number 1's here. Yes, it is. Welcome everyone then to LucifroN vs Artie, game number 1 in this best of 3 series for the semi-final of Winter Series 2. We have Artie playing in the red color on the right hand side towards the south. We're gonna have LucifroN playing on the blue color, on the left hand side towards the north. And of course, this is really interesting because I haven't seen Artie making it very far into a tournament before. This is going to be the first instance of it, and we'll see what he can pull off. Meanwhile, LucifroN, of course, is not going to be the first time and probably not the last time that we see him getting far into an Age of Empires 4 tournament. He's actually been performing really well in even the previous Winter Series as well. You probably remember from the VODs, but in any case, both players over here are going to be playing the same civilization. Both have the ruse, and that means the same units, the same bonuses, the same upgrades available to each. This is going to be down to pure, player skill, scouting, strategizing, execution. We take a look at LucifroN over here. It's already collected many deer. That's going to be 70 gold. Plus this one, that's going to be 80 gold from bounties. So that's pretty good. 90 even. It seems like he's got a second scout going on over the right hand side. So that's the second deer patch he's gonna be able to collect. That's already so good, especially because this one is supposed to be Artie's. Meanwhile, if we take a look at Artie on the other hand, he's significantly lower in bounty gold. And we take a look at, he did not see the deer patch over here, but it looks like he saw it, but he's not taking it. I think he's just gonna try to be a little greedier over here. He's gonna try to go for one of the 4 deer patches. But little did he know, LucifroN has already collected this. However, Artie has managed to collect this one. I think he has, because LucifroN's scout is here, but Artie, I think his scout was here earlier. So far 110 for for the red player. Take a look at LucifroN once again. He's 200. He's 50 away from the second tier. Second bounty tier. And anyway, so for this civilization, what are we going to get? We are going to have a bunch of bonuses, from stronger palisades, to even the bounty system, by which villagers are going to be collecting resources from all food sources faster, depending on the tier, the bounty tier you get. Then on top of that, of course, we also have the fortress, right? The wooden fortress. We have the hunting cabin. All of these things are going to contribute to the ruse's gameplay nature. Both players are already taking advantage of it with the hunting cabin over here. Artie is gonna be collecting gold. Take a look at this, and we already have a hunting cabin for LucifroN. I think this one's a little bit better. 21 gold per minute. We take a look at Artie's, and it's a little bit better for LucifroN, but regardless, both players going up already to the next stage. So what do we have over here? We have the great, the golden gate. Sorry, was thinking of the great gatehouse, but no. We have the golden gate coming up over here for both players. It's going to be the same. Basically just acts as a market. It's going to allow you to get a favorable trade, resource trade, per load, getting 1 load per minute. And it's going to be coming in, as opposed to the other landmarks, of course. It's very standard to see the same strat being used for ruse every time. After getting to the fuel age, we're probably going to see players go for stables right away. We're probably going to see players go for... There we go. We're probably going to see players go for early nights, which are going to be so strong in the fuel age. So far, nobody's going to lay the first stone, though, so to say. Yeah, is it just going to be scouts? I think it's just going to be scouts, yeah. Which is also very common. You just go for extra scouts so that you can get professional scouts, and then you can bring all the carcasses back home, which is a very standard ruse strat, of course. No early nights this time around. Yeah, I guess probably against different civ, we will be seeing the different approach over here, but he's going for it. LucifroN sending 1 scout already. We take a look at his scouting, as his production, sorry, and he's got, interestingly enough, he's got the scouts coming out right now. Good job. And he's already on 3. To go and collect the deer. Meanwhile, we'll take a look at Don Artie. And Don Artie is going to start collecting deer as well himself as soon as he gets professional scouts. And he's only a few seconds away from it. 2, 1, there we go. He'll start collecting it. Good job. He's got 3 scouts, 4 scouts over here. So in 2 trips, he's going to be able to collect all the deer over here. And this is fantastic because these are LucifroN's scouts on paper anyway. Meanwhile, LucifroN on the other hand. Where are the scouts from LucifroN and what is he going to collect? So he's got the scouts over here. But he's already gotten a few stolen by Don Artie. Good job by the red player. Yeah. LucifroN's roaming around. It's gonna go for the deer up north by the looks of it. And interestingly enough, Don Artie, as opposed to going over the left-hand side again to collect the remaining deer, it seems like he's going to go and try to collect the deer down south instead. Yeah, he's going to get it. Good job. And that's going to secure so much for him. That's already going to be 8 deer carcasses. He's collecting from the right-hand side as well, so that's going to be 3 deer patches that he's tapped into. Meanwhile, LucifroN on the other hand, LucifroN is only now, I think it's just now, getting professional scouts. Yeah, he's bringing the deer over here. It took him a long time, and I noticed that he had not started researching it the last time that I took a look at the production buildings over here, or the eco buildings, sorry, but that took significantly longer than I thought it was going to. And he's going to get punished by it. He's going to get punished because of it, sorry, by Don Artie's. Don Artie's going to go and try to collect the deer over here. There's only 1 carcass left somewhere. Where is it even? It's not here. I do not see it. Where is it? Yeah, there is... Oh, there's no deer anymore. No. LucifroN already took the rest of it. Just that the minimap took a little bit longer to update. So instead, Don Artie's moving over the north and he's gonna try to snatch these ones. However, I think LucifroN should be able to completely collect the remaining ones, right? I think so. Yeah. He's cleaned up the south and the north deer patches. We're gonna see him go up to the Castle H already with the Abbey of Trinity. Meanwhile, we take a look at Don Artie on the other hand. He's going to go for the exact same approach, and both players are at this point in time basically mirroring each other. See barracks coming out, Archer Ranges, sorry, coming up over here. For Don Artie. Meanwhile, LucifroN on the other hand is going to start going for his own Archer Ranges too. We're gonna see horse archers coming from both players. Well, let's see if LucifroN's gonna be able to get away with this. He's going for it! Oh, he's getting it! I don't know about this. Oh, that is so close. He does end up taking 4 of these deer away. And remember, those 4 are the deer that belonged to him originally. So yeah, no wonder. He wanted to collect them again after he got them stolen from here. So yeah. A bunch of scouts right now for both players. With the Castle H being here for both as well, we'll see. Horse archers coming up from LucifroN right away, right? We're gonna see also, yeah, full production coming up. We're gonna see also the warrior monks coming in so that he can go and try to get sacred site control. And then for Don Artie on the other hand, well, go figure, he's got a lot of horse archers coming out, as well as the warrior monks as well, so it's pretty standard overall. Let's see, alright. Perfect. A little scout engagement over here. We have the horse archers coming in a little bit sooner from Don Artie. LucifroN is going to get pushed away by the looks of things. And he's gonna have to wait until he gets his own horse archers. And where are they, by the way? He's been trying to train them for sure. He just does not have too many numbers right now. He's got only 2 horse archers. Let's see production. He's got more on the way, so he's got 3. Right? And Yeah, he's got 3. Perfect. +2 coming up. That's going to be 5 total. And then he's got a few more coming up. Meanwhile, we take a look at Artie on the other hand. Artie is on 11 horse archers, as a matter of fact. LucifroN's gonna try to get sacred side control over here. And where are the warrior monks for Artie? Let's see. Okay, so we're here down south. Good job. Extra archer range coming out. It's gonna be the 4th one. And sacred side control is already here under LucifroN's warrior monk. He's gonna be collecting the relic as well. So Artie's gotta be careful, of course, if he doesn't end up eventually getting spotted. It could be wall load time. We'll see. There we go. Perfect. Who's gonna be taking the engagement over here? Seems like it's gonna be going to... Well, LucifroN's doing the best micro, though. For the time being, anyway. He's got not really a whole lot of horse archers left, though. Meanwhile, Artie, on the other hand, has got a lot more. However, the meat shield certainly going to play a role over here, as LucifroN's the only player with an action meat shield. A lot of scouts over here. We see the warrior monks coming in from Artie to try. And, yeah, provide a meat shield for these horse archers, but I think it might be a little bit too late. Too little, too late. LucifroN was planning around it since the very beginning, and Artie, on the other hand, took so much longer to get actual units on the field over here, and he ended up getting punished for it. So we take a look at military so far, and you can see that the KD is actually very close for both players. When Artie had significantly more horse archers, the majority of the units he killed over here, many of the units he killed actually from LucifroN were scouts. Meanwhile, LucifroN, for the most part, every unit that he killed was a horse archer, or the majority of them anyway. So it's going to be getting a lot more value, for sure, out of the units. Taking a look at current resources, no one's going to be able to go out to the Imperial Age anytime soon. And yeah, it's just going to be sacred side control by the looks of it. Where is the warrior monk, by the way? Yeah, we still have only 3, and all 3 are going to be here for Artie. Take a look at LucifroN on the other hand. He's got the 1 warrior monk. It's going to be on the back of his army. So yeah, it's unlikely he's going to try to go and collect any other sacred sites. Meanwhile, Artie, on the other hand, we take a look at his production. He's still going to be focusing mainly on horse archers. Once again, I think he's going to be lacking the meat shield over here. I mean, sure, he does have some warrior monks. But it's not going to be quite as good. Yeah, there we go. More warrior monks and horse archers. I mean, I guess if he does go for a good amount of horse archers, sorry, a good amount of warrior monks, he might be able to get a good meat shield over here, but it doesn't seem to be good enough right now. Meat shield seems to be very scarce for both players, but numbers are starting to dwindle a little bit for Artie over here, who's losing so much. He completely blowed out a lot of these horse archers. And does he have any upgrades? Oh man. He's got, yeah, actually, as a matter of fact, he does have upgrades. He's got better upgrades compared to LucifroN. He's got 1 extra attack and he's got 1 extra pierce armor too. But the engagement still goes in favor of LucifroN, and we don't really have a whole lot of meat shield units over here for LucifroN. Just took a better engagement over there. And Artie's been struggling so far quite a bit. We go to take a look at military over here once again. We're gonna see a much better KD for LucifroN, so overall well played. It's beautiful as well. The warrior monk is gonna be resetting the HP of these units. when they're out of combat, so Artie is going to keep on struggling to catch up to LucifroN in numbers. As not only has he been taking worse fights over here, which means he's got to go for extra units just to catch up in numbers, but then also the surviving units over here from LucifroN are just going to get reset for their HP, and you can see that now this entire army is going to be 100% HP. There's a wooden fortress coming up over here for LucifroN as well, which is going to be so nice. And then Artie on the other hand. Let's take a look at his production right now. He's got horse archers coming up, yes. He's got 6 archer ranges. We take a look at LucifroN. He's got 4 archer ranges, but he's still been able to get much better traits. How many villagers do we have for age 52 for Artie? And LucifroN on the other hand is on 50. Now notice that Artie has actually gotten to 490, so he's only 10 gold away from reaching tier 3 bounty. So yeah, both are going to be, as far as the game is concerned, the same right now. Okay, Sacred Site Control coming up for Artie over here. So far though, LucifroN's looking a little bit stronger over here, especially with the Wooden Fortress. He's gonna be able to protect the Sacred Site over here, which is gonna be giving him gold. It's gonna be trickling gold per minute. So overall it's pretty good. Now the big engagement's coming up right now, very soon. 27 horse archers. About 29 horse archers and about 4 warrior monks. Meanwhile over here, what do we have for the blue player? We have 4 warrior monks and 36 horse archers. It's just going to be a matter of numbers. Once again, he does not have the upgrades. You take a look at Artie, and Artie's already gotten 2 extra attack. He's getting 1 extra pierce armor, but because of the sheer numbers, LucifroN is actually much better able to take the engagement over here because of 37. Yeah, horse archers. Once again, we compare that to Artie, and Artie's got total 31. So here comes the big engagement. We have a meat shield for both players with horse archers from the back. It seems to be going in favor of LucifroN. Once again, the engagement over here has been so much better for the blue player. Still has 20 horse archers. See, going down to 18. Meanwhile, we'll take a look at the red player. He's going to be on 16. This might be good enough, though. This might be good enough. Artie can keep the numbers close. He might be able to take advantage and leverage on his stronger stats, but he's not going to be sufficient. LucifroN keeps on bringing more units by the minute. Is Artie not producing enough? He is producing. He is producing, just LucifroN is out microing. Yeah. With a, very similar amount of horse archers at one point, but significantly worse upgrades, LucifroN was still able to completely dominate the engagement over there, and so far Artie has found nothing but a struggle each time that he's tried to fight against LucifroN. Nothing seems to work. The upgrades are not doing the trick. The meat shield is not doing the trick. We take a look at military units over here once again. We have 31 for LucifroN. Meanwhile, we have 21 only for Artie, and he's going for it again. I don't think this is going to work out. Oh boy. Yeah, not even the enhanced units are going to work over here for Artie. He's getting completely wiped. And that means LucifroN, if he keeps on producing units and he keeps on reinforcing his army, should be in a pretty good spot. Now he's finally started getting the upgrades, and he's got extra attack and he's got extra pierce armor as well, but yeah, he needs to keep on reinforcing the units over here. He doesn't have too many anymore, and Artie's been able to hold on for a change after struggling for so long. He's finally coming out on top at an engagement over there, even though the KD is still significantly better for LucifroN, collecting about 11 extra units compared to the units he's lost. 2-1 Sacred Sites, once again in favor of LucifroN. So that's going to be extra gold. On top of the extra villagers, by the way. We take a look at this, and there's only 1 TC for LucifroN, sorry. Artie, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure he's on only 1 TC as well. Yeah, both players have just been going full horse archers over here. No eco development other than just trying to collect trying to secure the sacred sites. And yeah. Let's see this. Good job. There we go. There we go. Artie is just roaming around still. He's got the Magnet over here to kick things off as well. Seems like there's a little bit of a Sacred Side contest over here for LucifroN, but Artie is gonna try to take this Sacred Side himself. Now you take a look at LucifroN. LucifroN's got a good amount of units over here. It's just been taking a little bit of time to come here and try to contest the Sacred Side again. And the Magnet can make a huge difference, guys. It's here. And LucifroN realizes about it, so what does he do? He completely bails right away. Even though he's got a good amount of units, he's waiting for his own Mangonel to show up over here, and both players just being extremely cautious, although numbers are looking so much better for LucifroN. So far we had 24 Horse Archers over here versus 27 Horse Archers, and LucifroN has taken the time to get all the upgrades with 16 attack and 3 Pierce Armor over here. His units are looking significantly stronger, not only in numbers but also in stats compared to Artie's units, so no wonder over here the blue players should be coming out on top. Mammon is deploying for both players as well, and it's not even close. It's not even close. LucifroN's micro has been incredible this game as well. The way that he's spreading the units out to make sure that he does not take excessive damage has allowed him to secure the engagement over here. He's going to be the only player left on a Mangonel while Artie is running out of wood over here. And LucifroN's coming forward. He's got a second Mangonel on the way as well. He has managed to keep control of the Sacred Side at the center over here. And he ended up getting pushed away from the right hand side Sacred Side, but I think this is what matters the most. The engagement over here with the Mangonel potentially going down from Artie. LucifroN's going to be looking so much stronger. KD once again so much better for LucifroN. With 2 Magnets over here as well, it's going to be so hard for the red player to hold on. Resources? No one's gonna be even thinking of going out to the Imperial Age. It's full military pressure right now. There we go. What? Did you see those villages go down? That's gonna be GG, and well played. LucifroN ends up taking game number 1 of the series. 1-0. Moving on to the second game of the series. With a lead already. Well played. 1-0. Welcome everyone. We have a game number 2. LucifroN versus Artie for the second semifinal of the day. Whoever wins over here is gonna be moving on to play in the grand finals against one player. I'm not really sure. I guess this is gonna be going up as a separate VOD, right? But if you're watching this, okay, you know what? If you're watching this, you probably should have watched the previous semifinals before, because I'm gonna be talking about the other semifinalists, or the other finalists rather. It's going to be Marine Lord who's gonna be facing whoever wins over here. In any case, we'll see what we get. For French and Daily, what does that represent? Well, for French, LucifroN's gonna be getting cheaper villagers and scouts, increasingly so depending on the age, 10, 15, 20, 20% in the Dark Hilo Castle and Imperial Ages. We're gonna get also, for the French, 30% discount on eco buildings. They had to pay 25 less wood for drop of buildings as well, so it's going to be overall pretty good for him, right? We also get for the French some bonuses for trading, including knowing the trade post location at the very beginning, as well as being able to pick which resource you're going to be collecting per trip. And then on top of that, you also get faster working fish boats, or sorry, trade boats. Meanwhile, LucifroN on the other hand, well, with the deli over here, he's got a mosque, right? So he's gonna have access to the scholar in the Dark Age. He's going to have all the researchers upgradable for free, although they take a long time, and garrisoning scholars is going to increase the rate at which they research. On top of that, for daily, we also get 102nd Infantry able to produce defenses or to build defenses, which is very strong, and it's very key to the strategy that I was discussing before we jumped into the game, which was going after the sacred sites, which has become kind of like a staple strategy for daily, where you go forward with spearmen, you know, archers, potentially even elephants, and what you do is you try to get sacred site control and control it by going with infantry and building stone walls and keeps, right? So those are going to be very important. Then on top of that, they'll also get 25% faster working foragers, which is why you see a lot of villagers over here on berries as opposed to on sheep right away. Then, all right, there we go. So here comes the Dome of the Faith for LucifroN to go out to the field age already. This of course is going to allow him to produce the scholars at a cheaper cost. Meanwhile, Don Artie on the other hand is going to start going for School of Cavalry, so it's going to be all about the Royal Knight push for him. So yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, I think he's just gonna be going for it. Just gonna be going for the sacred site control strat, I believe. I have seen it work against French already before, so it'll be worth a shot. And I mean, LucifroN's already one up, right? So if he goes for a somewhat riskier strategy over here, it's not going to be the end of the world if he loses because he still has another game to go for. But yeah, and he's already forced French out of Don Artie, right? Who's kind of on the ropes right now. He's got to win no matter what. Game number 2. So yeah, if LucifroN does end up losing game number 2, he's going to have French available for game number 3, for instance. And we'll see. I'm kind of wondering, this should be Don Artie's home map, which means that it's very possible that LucifroN could potentially have saved Boulder Bay for home map for game number 3. I'm not too sure what the home map situation is over here. Because there's no easy way for us to get this information in the Discord server. At the very least, maybe I just haven't realized. Maybe I just haven't realized. Let me take a look. Maybe they have said. Because if he had picked Boulder Bay for game number 3, potentially for a home map, right? That means... Let's see... Yeah, I don't see that information. Yeah, I don't see that information. Anyway, if he had picked Boulder Bay as a home map and he was able to utilize that in game number 3, that'd be so good. It's ridiculous. Because he will be able to go for French and he will be able to get full water control. Although I guess... Nah. Rus already got used. So it wouldn't be available to Don Artie to go for the same thing we saw Rus go for on Boulder Bay. Although last time it was Rus against Chinese, not against French. Yeah, I think LucifroN, that would actually make sense. He would be able to go for French, right, on Boulder Bay. And then he'll be able to secure game number 3. So now game number 2 is going to be all about the riskier strategy and see how viable it is and a little bit about experimentation. Well, we'll see. Regardless, for the time being, we have only 2 scouts for LucifroN. Does he have... Let's see. Okay, so he's got all the upgrades coming up. It's gonna take so long, man, to research professional scouts. He's gotta wait still about 45 seconds, but he's going to get it, right? And he's going for wheelbarrow as well and everything. So, yeah, by the time he finishes researching professional scouts, Don Artie is actually already stealing deer, but yeah, I think he's going to have a good enough amount of scouts to roam around and collect majority of the deer. Still, the one Royal Knight coming here from Don Artie is going to be enough to push LucifroN away. We have 5 scouts. Make that 6 scouts over here, but LucifroN's just going after the deer. He does not care about the Royal Knight over here. He does not want to fight. What he wants to do, yeah, he's not gonna be able to do anything. I mean, take a look at that. Royal Knight's barely getting scratched by the scouts. So all that LucifroN wants to do is he just wants to collect the deer as fast as possible, right? And he's got how many? 6? 7. He's got 7 scouts. So if he can survive over here, it's gonna be alright. Should be able to go around and collect Yeah, should be able to go around and collect the... Yeah, this is pretty good. Dropping the deer over here means that the villagers are going to be protected by the TC much better than going for the berries. This is actually very smart for LucifroN because he took advantage of the 25% faster working foragers to deplete the berries earlier. And then when he got pressured, right, he was already in a good spot to start dropping the deer underneath the TC and securing the villages. That was really big brain play actually for LucifroN. But yeah, what I was saying was, as long as he can secure access to food, right, by using the deer, it's gonna be in a pretty good spot. So we still have another deer patch on the right hand side that LucifroN's collecting right now. And he's bringing home all 7. This is so good for LucifroN. He's getting away with it. It's unbelievable. Meanwhile, Artie on the other hand, he's in the village. He's got the one Royal Knight roaming around. And unfortunately, not really achieving too much of anything for him. Right? I don't think he was able to get a single villager. As a matter of fact, if we go and take a look at military, 0 to 0 KD so far. Wow. Interesting stuff for sure. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, that's a few more Royal Knights coming out over here from Artie. Definitely going to be a little bit more threatening. So many of these scouts are definitely going to end up going down. He does have 8 though, so he does have surplus. He does have, as a matter of fact, 9 scouts over here. So even if he ends up losing 2, as long as he is able to collect some of the deer over here, it's probably going to be worth it. There's only 1 deer left though. It seems like Artie was able to get the majority already, and yeah, he's going to be bringing this the deer back over here. Meanwhile, up north, it seems like the deer already got picked up by Artie, right? So he's got plenty of deer carcasses over here. Alright, it's pretty good. I still think it's alright though for LucifroN. Remember, he's not going to be paying any resources for the upgrades he's going to get. So yeah. Let's check. So yeah, just being on the same amount of deer while saving the resources for the upgrades is going to be so good. Now, Artie is killing 3 units so far, make that 4 units so far. We go and take a look at the current resources. It's going to be looking a little bit better for... No one really. LucifroN is a little bit ahead, but just barely. Is anyone thinking of going up to the castle age? I don't think so, right? Because Artie's been going heavily into Royal Knights. He's got 10. Yeah, and LucifroN on the other hand, he doesn't really have the resource to go up right now. He's got only defense coming up on the left hand side. Has he sent Spearmen? Yeah, he's using the Spearmen. That makes sense. Good job. Eventually he's going to secure himself. He's gonna have only 2 woodlands to work with, right? So he can get the walls up from here to here as well, potentially. Maybe try and get some gates up at some point. And then he can potentially also wall himself up over here to the corner, I imagine. Something like this. Maybe. Yeah, something like this. Or maybe even behind the stone to try and secure it. And that wouldn't be too bad. That shouldn't be too expensive. And he does have the Spearmen to work with. He doesn't need to bring too many. He can probably just bring 2 or so to get the walls up. But he's not going for it just yet. Archers coming in from Artie. Beautiful army composition. Knights and archers are going to be so strong. He's got a stable right now to work with as well, so that's going to be potentially double stable like production. So yeah. Oh, no way though. I just realized those are blues units. Oh boy, he's taking a lot of damage over here, but he's getting away. Wow. Actually, that was very well protected by Artie. He does end up taking a few scouts down, but it seems like LucifroN will end up still Heisting 3 deer over here, snatching 3 deer away from Don Artie's TC. This is really good. However, Don Artie is gonna be fighting. He's gonna be fighting to the death for those deer. Bring back that booty, he says. That is not yours. Wait a moment, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. No way, LucifroN's going to get away with that. At the very least one of the deer, and it seems like over here is going to be getting away with these ones as well, right? Because the Artie just does not have enough movement speed to catch up. So that was well played. Wow, good job. So he's getting 3 deer still away. We have some horsemen over here for LucifroN as well, just so that he can defend himself. And yeah, because of how good this economy has been so far, because of the free upgrades and because of all the deer he's been able to collect, it's gonna be the first one to go up to the castle age. Much pricier units, of course, for Don Artie over here. Good amount of knights. We'll see if he can do anything. He's just finished research and siege engineers, so we are gonna see siege engineering. So he's probably gonna be using the archers to go for rounds or something. We'll see. In any case, this is a very good trade for LucifroN. He does end up taking all the scouts over here from Don Artie, and it's looking pretty good. There we are. Yeah, it's going to be rounds for sure. I still would like to see LucifroN go for the walls using the spearman, right? Go for the walls around. Oh, Don Artie going after the boar. Unfortunately, kind of misclicking over here a little bit. But yeah, going after the boar after he got the deer stolen. That's something that LucifroN won't really be able to contest because, of course, Daily, as well as Abbasid, won't really be able to collect food from the boar. Good job. Now the castle age is here for LucifroN. We could see, you know, a variety of things. We could see elephants. We could see cavalry match for LucifroN. We take a look at his production, and he's currently going for a mangonel, and he's going for veteran spearman. He's going for all the defense upgrades as well. He's going for siege engineering though, interestingly enough. Nice. He's gonna be thinking of going for a push himself as well very soon. Here come the knights though! And the spearmen are taking so long to research though. 40 seconds still for veteran spearman to get here. However, he does have, I think, wait, didn't he go for a mangonel? I'm pretty sure he was going for a mangonel. But yeah, he does not have anything over here to defend himself with. That's actually really interesting from Don Artie. Now, to be fair though, let's see. Damn, that's a lot of villagers going down, guys. LucifroN is bleeding heavily over here. His economy is going down to 24 eco units. We take a look at Don Artie on the other hand, and he's on 50, twice the villager count for Don Artie, while still being on a single TC just because of how great this push was. It was absolutely amazing for Don Artie. He does end up, yeah, nerfing LucifroN's economy quite a bit, by about 50%. And yeah, I don't even remember what I was saying anymore. This is just amazing performance for Don Artie. Now, mind you, he doesn't really have a whole lot of military left anymore. Take a look, and he's got some royal knights over here, right? And he's got 23 military units. So LucifroN, on the other hand, is on 14 though. That was actually a game-ending kind of push, honestly. And it's all because of the timing. Unfortunately, LucifroN could not get the veteran spearman upgrade on time, and he ended up taking a lot more damage than he should have. And interestingly enough, he did not end up going for the sacred side victory over here. I think the reason for that is because the map is not really going to allow for that too much. If this was Black Forest or something like that, that'd be a lot better, but on such an open map, it's going to be really hard for you to protect yourself back home while still trying to retain Sacred Side control. So if you're gonna protect yourself and you do end up getting raided this way, if you were trying to go for Sacred Side control, then you wouldn't really be able to keep on replenishing military units to keep control of them. So yeah, I think that was actually very good assessment for LucifroN not to go for it in the end. But Artie, well, Artie is looking very strong, guys. He's going for a second wave of units right now with some Royal Knights and Archers. And it seems, everything seems to point out, we are going to get a third game over here. As Artie winning game number 2 means that we would end up getting a full series in the end. But we'll see. The game is not over just yet. There we go. We have the Mangonel, but the Mangonel is going down right away to the Royal Knights. Yes, it is. It's going to get one final shot against the Archers, and that was a great shot. He does end up clearing about 60% of the units from Artie from the range units anyway, but these Knights are still overwhelming LucifroN's defenses. He's able to push Artie away for the time being, but I think he took a lot of losses over here. We take a look at LucifroN, right? And he's at 30 economy over here, 18 military. We take a look at Artie, and he's at 60 economy, so still at twice the economy despite being on only 1 DC, which means that he did end up taking a few villagers over here in this push. Otherwise the difference wouldn't be twice anymore. Interesting. Very good defense over here for LucifroN. Unfortunately for him, Artie was still able to get some damage done. So what is the plan next then? Artie is... By the way, what's going on with the -1 wood counter that LucifroN had over there? So yeah, by the way, Artie is gonna be on his way to the Castle H very soon. You can see that he's got almost enough resources, missing a little bit of food, and then he's gonna be on his way out. So, there we go. Castle H will be on the way. Beautiful. And what is he going for? Is he going to go for Guildhall over here? Yeah. Given how far ahead he was, I wasn't really sure if he was going to try to go for it, since it's more of an eco-oriented kind of approach, but he did go for it in the end. Okay. That's just going to... Sorry, that's just going to increase his lead. Some villagers coming out over here. It seems like LucifroN's going to try to contest the berries. Yes, he's going for a mill. Little did he know. Okay, he does know that Artie's there. Artie's also on the left-hand side where he's been able to collect a few villagers over there. And it's open! I think this got overchopped, guys. Here comes Artie. This is LucifroN's point of view. Archers are coming in right away. Artie, instead of roaming around and trying to find exposed areas, though, he's just going to bail. Interestingly enough. Yeah, he does end up getting control of the berries over here. But I don't think it's going to be very long-lived. As now Artie's gotten to the Castle H himself, we take a look at the yellow player's point of view. You can see that he's going already for... There we go, he's going for Cantle Saddles, which is going to increase bonus damage of the Knights even further. We have also the Veteran Royal Knight coming up as well, which is going to be so good. And yeah, Minotaur's coming out already for LucifroN, but I don't think it's going to cut enough against Knights. And yeah, you can see them getting melted away right away. And Artie's looking like massively ahead. 4,000 points compared to 3,000 points. Yellow player is looking super strong. I think LucifroN's been collecting relics already, right? Yeah, he's got 2 relics over here. No, he's got only 1 relic. Sorry. Yeah, he's collected the 1 only. There's another one up over here on the left. And there's another one up over here in the north. Yeah, what is LucifroN doing? He's trying to get the raids going here. By the looks of it, it seems like he is, yeah. Let's see. There we go. Another big engagement coming up right now, and the wall alone is coming up! Oh man, Artie reacted over here just in time! The monk is going back, or the scholar is going back. It's gonna have to wait 2 minutes before attempting another conversion, and that was actually really, really good. Let's take a look at the archers over here. They are taking a lot of damage. He does end up losing the scholar with the relic over here as well, so he's gonna have to send another one. But as good as this Magnet is over here, he is taking damage from the Springle. He will probably end up losing it, and these archers are still remaining alive, right? So there we go. That's going to be GG. That's going to be GG. Artie taking game number 2 is going to equalize the series and take us all the way to 3 games in this series to have 2 full series for the semifinals already, which is, of course, not something I'm going to be complaining about. I'm going to be looking forward to as long as of a series as possible. But yeah, this then leaves me wondering what is going to be the case for game number 3 in terms of civilizations and maps, because we still have potentially Boulder Bay available, and we still have potentially French available for LucifroN. In any case, beautiful timeline over here. After that push with the Royal Knights by Artie, LucifroN's population just completely plummeted. And you can see that what we got over here was a lot of villager losses, having LucifroN's villager count, basically bringing it down by 50%, right? And for military, he did end up losing a lot of military over here as well. So it was a beautiful position over there. Definitely an inflection point for Artie. So good stuff. For military, then a much better score for the yellow player, surprising absolutely no one. and getting ahead in almost every single regard as well. So let's go back and wait for game number 3. Guys, welcome everyone then to game number 3 and the final one in the series, the decider. What do we get then? Starting with LucifroN, he's going to have the French, and we do have Boulder Bay. I called it. I knew he was going to say French for Boulder Bay for game number 3. So, oh man, this could be super rough for Artie. He's playing with Abbasid over here. I don't know about this. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we get. Once again, win rate for both these civilizations is gonna be hovering around 50%. Although against each other, it's going to be very close to 50% as well. So it's not like... Sorry, it's not gonna be hovering 50% for both. It's going to be better for Abbasid by quite a bit compared to French. As a general win rate for the civilization on all maps and against all other civilizations. But in this specific matchup, it's very close to 50% win rate for both civilizations, so it's going to be very much about player skill as well. However, the fact that we have water over here though makes me wonder really what is going to be possible for the Abbasid player to do. After we get to Hulks, you know, from LucifroN, I'm struggling to see what Artie is going to be able to do. Yeah. Oh crap, that was a very loud bike, sorry about that. There we go, hopefully we are not going to have any more traffic issues or keyboard issues. Anyway, very early into the game, not a whole lot to see just yet. Players are just gonna be scouting. I have a villager coming forward from Artie actually. Oh, barracks! So this is what's going to be from Artie. He does not expect to be able to fight on water, so he's just gonna try to focus on land over here. We saw this in the previous series already. I was talking about this. We had actually, I think it was Chinese versus Rus, right? And I thought one of the players might be just going for full land, but actually the Chinese player might be going for full land, but he did not. It seems like this time around against French, we will see LucifroN or Artie, sorry, go for full land himself, and he's got Spearman coming out. I don't know about this, man. I have seen this several times, and it's more often than not worked from the games that I have been able to cast. So we'll see if he can make it work. We already have a Spearman coming out, right? One thing that he can do is he can try and go after the dock right away before LucifroN gets a chance to get into the fuel age. For the time being, he's just going to shelter himself. Yeah, he's got a ram on the way. Oh god. No way! Because the Abbasid, they do not need siege engineering to produce defense, or actually to produce siege, right? With military units. Should be able to get this one out, but this is so early though. Wow. It's very, very interesting to see. Let's see what the scouting information is like. He's going around. He knows about the dock. There we go. He knows about the fishing ships. We take a look at LucifroN's point of view, and of course he's got no idea what's going on. He's just been trying to scout around Don Artie's base, and I think he knows where Don Artie is. I'm pretty sure. He's gotta know. If he's scouted around here, he's gotta... Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows. I think I remember I saw him scout in that area when I was talking earlier, so yeah. Yeah, we have Spearman coming out already for LucifroN. He's gonna be sending the villager over to try and get the walls already up, because he's expecting a kind of push over here from Don Artie, who's not really gonna be surprising anyone. And here comes Don Artie just in time as LucifroN starts getting the passes up and manages to get these up on time. We'll see the ram come in at the same time as an outpost coming up over here. Where are the units for Don Artie? He's got 3 speed over here to work with. And guys, pop goes the weasel, cat's out of the bag. Don Artie has completely shown his hand. So LucifroN's going for a defensive outpost. And yeah, the palisade is going down over here like it's going to take no time, right? We have a ram and we have freaking Spearman as well, so... There we go, the palisade's going down right away. Well played. He's coming in. Will he be able to deny this one? I think he might be able to, though. How many Spearmen do we have? He's got about 4 Spearmen compared to 5, 6 Spearmen over here for LucifroN. Actually, the blue player is looking a little bit stronger, but we'll see. Yeah, he's going right after the villager. I think he's gonna get the bill. I think that's gonna be worth it. I think that's gonna be worth it, losing the Spearman over. Yeah, we see more coming out for Don Artie as well. However, LucifroN's strong food income over here and food economy, because the fisher is actually going to allow him to produce more units. So I think this does end up working against Don Artie in the end. He does still have, though, the outpost over here to protect whatever remaining units he's got, right? But he's already gotten significantly outproduced. So from now on, if all players keep production going steadily, it's still going to be better for LucifroN. Obviously, you don't want to overproduce, so I think LucifroN's going to be very cautious over here about the amount of units he goes for. As a matter of fact, we take a look and he's not going for any extra Spearmen. And it's going to be a game of catching up for Don Artie instead. If we take a look at the red player, he does not have any extra Spearmen coming out, mind you. How many do we have over here total? He's got 5. He's going for another outpost over here. Interesting. We'll see if he's able to get it up. There's a dock over here for Don Artie as well. Fishing boats significantly later up and significantly less numbers compared to LucifroN, though. But yeah. There we go. There you are. He's going for it once again. Feel it should be on the way for Don Artie. Yeah, he's going for it already. Is he? No, he's not researching it yet. Now he is. There we go. LucifroN should be on his way to the FLH very soon as well. Here we are. We have the School of Cavalry, interestingly enough, for LucifroN. Usually you see the Chamber of Commerce coming up on Boulder Bay. But this is going to allow him to defend himself, as he's going to have already a stable-like building to produce cavalry with as well. Could potentially try and go for a counter push too. For the time being, he's just sending spearmen though. Okay. What is the plan over here? Whatever happened to the spear of the spearmen? Oh god. They forgot their weapons. The spearmen are coming out completely unarmed. Oh god. Okay, there we go, there we go. They got their torches now at the very least. Oh boy. I don't know about this. Nice H4. There we go, he managed to get the second outpost up, so he's gonna try to take the outpost down over here from Artie, and he's gotta try and prevent the ram from going down, and he's already been able to get a villager down. So yeah, LucifroN's got almost enough resources to go up to the castle age as well. As a matter of fact, we take a look at his point of view, and he's just now placed the second building to go up. Good stuff. PLH is here for Artie, as the castle age is on the way for LucifroN, and surprising absolutely no one. I mean, take a look at that. The dock's already down for Artie. He's got no water presence whatsoever. And LucifroN, how many fishing boats does he have? I'm not really sure, but if we take a look at the eco count over here, it's got 50 eco units. If we take a look at Artie, on the other hand, it's got 34 eco units. So yeah, so much stronger, so much better. Looking so good for LucifroN. It's going to be so rough for Artie to make this work. Like, at best, he is able to take the outpost down, right? So he goes, he takes this down, and he's successful at, let's say, taking also the docks down, right? Does it really matter? LucifroN can keep on going for more docks along the shorelines over here till the end of time. As a matter of fact, one thing he could do is just go for one transport ship, transport a villager over here, right? And go for a dock on the neutral island, because there is no water presence whatsoever for Artie. He wouldn't really be able to do much in terms of denying water economy anymore. So yeah, this is looking really, really strong for LucifroN already. And hitting the castle age over here, he's got twice the score compared to Artie. 2k6 to 1300 in favor of the blue player. This is absolutely ridiculous. So far, for overall KD, it's been a little bit better for LucifroN by the looks of it. We'll see. But yeah, getting to the castle age is already going to signify such a huge lead for him. So first off, is going to be able to go for upgrades, right, which are just not going to be available to Artie. So we see right now the Veteran Royal Knights coming in. We see also, yeah, the wood upgrade, mining upgrade coming in as well. More Royal Knights by the minute coming out. And of course, with the Royal becoming Veteran Royal Knights as well, these are going to be so much stronger. There we go, going out for 230 HP as well. Very, very nice attack. Yeah, and this raid is absolutely devastating, guys. I think this is very close to being completely over. That Royal Knight's taking so long to go down, and it's taking so many villagers down with it. Meanwhile, over here, yes, Artie might have been able to get one dock down, and then even this dock's gone down, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. We still have 2 additional docks over here, and as already said earlier, LucifroN can just keep on going for more docks along the shorelines, and it doesn't really matter that he gets these ones taken down, right? And it's not like Artie, by taking these docks down, is going to be able to go back and water himself, unfortunately. He's already fallen behind in economy significantly so. Yeah, This is not looking too pretty. If you're rooting for Artie, this is not looking too pretty. Bunch of extra Royal Knights coming out as well. It'd be ideal for LucifroN to try and get the stable though. He does have a stable. Why is he producing from only one? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I was selecting, sorry, the landmarks only. Yeah, he does have multiple knight production going already, which is already pretty good. So yeah, would definitely like to see some of the unique upgrades coming up. Either Chivalry over here or Cantle Saddles as well. He's going for Cantle Saddles. There we go. This is really important because it's going to increase significantly so the amount of damage these knights are going to be dealing to enemy units on first hit after charging up. So yeah, imagine you see maybe 4, 5, 6 knights with Cantle Saddles already. I think not even Spearmen are going to be strong enough. Right? Seems like the outpost is going to go down over here. Ah, good job. There we go. It doesn't take too long though for the outpost to go down whatsoever. There we go. And he's holding on over here real well. He's got veteran archer as well, which is just going to be beyond Artie's reach right now, as he's got only access to the standard archer. So higher HP for veteran archer, higher attack as well. It's not going to be close at all. LucifroN's got to be careful though, because he's sending a lot of units unprotected over here just to die to the outpost. He's gotta wait. And he's gotta go probably for siege weapons himself. He's going for Pierce attack. Wow, that's going to make this even stronger. Yeah, there we go. He's got already +2. +1 rather. He's got to go for +2. There we go. Oh, guys, I don't think this is going to be close at all. I think LucifroN is getting a Turan going over here. That's not going to be stopped by Artie's Feudal Age Spearman, right? And, well, LucifroN's got archers over here to fight from the back as well, so he should be able to take on archers and spears as well. These are veteran as well, so much better compared to anything that Artie's got access to right now in Feudal Age. And I don't know if the replay will be able to go up to the Castle Age himself at all. I don't see the research progress bar over here whatsoever, so I don't think he's researching the next stage. He's not. And he's got almost no resources. It's just been a story of LucifroN's playing this one very smartly and going for French in game number 3, where he was going to be able to leverage his home map and get a significant lead. With all the extra fisher ships, Artie, sorry, or rather LucifroN was able to get ahead by quite a bit. And if we take a look at the economy, you can see 79 economy versus almost nothing for Artie. So that is game number 3, guys. Going in favor of LucifroN, is going to end up getting the series with a final score of 2-1. I think the game's been over for a while. I think Artie's realized that the game's been over for a while. Unfortunately, though, he couldn't really call the GG because it was a last attempt, a last ditch effort kind of thing for him. After losing a lot of units over here to the final engagement, though, it was quite clear he was not going to be able to come back, as all the remaining units LucifroN was on, which was not a trivial amount. We're going to go forward to fight against Artie right away. Well, anyway, Artie's base, right? Well played. Overall, fantastic performance for LucifroN. You can see in the E and the military stats over here, a fantastic KD for him in the end. It's going to be better than 2-1. For economy, on the other hand, he's managed to get also more food and wood compared to Artie. For technology, he was the only player getting to the Castle Age in the first spot. It's kind of sad though. LucifroN explore 0% of the map. Not bagged at all. It's a feature, not a bug. And yeah, for everything else, well, it was most often not looking so much better for LucifroN. So let's go back.